Okay.
Was it in the Manchester Library?
So it has to be in Joseph Smith's area, and he has to be able to go and do this. And he has to also know that the river is in a valley, which Herodotus doesn't mention, which is stone, steadfast, and movable. And there are a number of other things he has to get in order. And we can say that maybe he can guess some of these. Maybe he can guess some of these. And we're saying 1 in a million. How about 50-50? Would that be fair to you, Joseph Smith, to guess that? Would you say?
I don't think he read Herodotus. I'm just saying it was...
Okay, well let's say he had a coin in his pocket, and every time he made a statement, he tossed the coin, and he, heads he was right, and tails he was wrong. He guessed Shazza as a name, and tails he didn't get Shazza. That's fair enough, isn't it? So what we get to is, and this is the Hubble Deep Field picture, and we're going to come on to that in a moment. What were Joseph Smith's chances of guessing this? There were 81, okay, thanks for reminding me. We counted 81 assertions that Nephi made, physical assertions, and we would claim that we found, and we hope we have photographs for you, of 80 of those. The only thing we didn't find was Ishmael's grave, but we think we can put you to about 2 miles from where it probably was, with a name, Nahom, to this day in Yemen, about 2 miles from the Frankincense Trail. These are the kind of assertions that we've spoken about. And not only do they have to be there, but you have to have them in the right order, with the right names, the right directions, the right distances, and they have to be fitting in with 7th century BC Arabia. Well, 50-50, what are the chances? By the time Joseph Smith reached Shazza, his chance would be about 1 in 8 million of guessing that. By the time you get to Nahom, you're talking about 1 in, I don't know, it's 140 trillion, something like that. By the time you get to Bountiful, the number's getting too big for me to be able to say, and by the time they sail away to the Americas, Joseph Smith's chances of guessing here are pretty large. That can be written as 2.5 septillion can be written by 2.5 times 10 to the 24. Well, what does that mean? When numbers get that big, it's kind of difficult to say. So let's go back to the Hubble Deep Field picture. That's a part of Ursa Major. There aren't many stars, which in the sky equates to about the size of the eye of, is it President Roosevelt? Held at arm's length. So this is the kind of size of sky we're looking at. Okay, sorry, it's foreign money to me. Is this a nickname? It's a dime. It's a dime, I'm sorry. Okay, this is a dime held at arm's length. That's the size of sky we're talking about. Pretty small piece of sky. And the reason they chose there are no stars is they could look out of our galaxy and elsewhere. And one of the things you'll notice, could we have the light down, because this is kind of dim, thanks very much, is that what we're looking at here is a whole series, not of stars, but of galaxies. And so now it's felt that if you look anywhere in space, you would see that many galaxies, that kind of density and concentration of galaxies. And it's felt that there are 10 to the 9 galaxies now that we can see, and each of those are considered to have 10 to the 9 stars. So that makes 2.5 times 10 to the 19 stars in the universe. Now, if you imagine then that we have a laser pointer, and this big sister here and I go out and we can see the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere, and we close our eyes and we both point into space, the chances of you and I actually pointing to the same star in the same galaxy in either the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere are 100,000 times more likely than Joseph Smith being able to guess these 81 points in order, giving him a 50-50 chance. And I think we've already seen from some other people they feel 50-50 is probably more than fair. And so we would suggest then that it may well be, and we certainly believe that what we read in 1st Nephi is in fact a first-hand account of somebody who in the 7th century BC actually travelled from Jerusalem to Dophar along a trail which was known to exist at that time, and describes the things they see. And if you'd like to see them for yourself and read a little more detail, then we'd refer you to the book at the back. Thank you very much.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to mention, first of all, they do have 3 videos back there at the table, and there's 7 videos. I'm sorry, I just picked up 3. So, and this book apparently is not available in bookstores yet. In fact, it just came in. First Aid's available. It's back there in the back. And so you can get your own copy of the book, and you'll have it. They can take it home, and they said they'll sign it if you like, which is good. Given the time of day and such, I think we'll defer questions to personal questions, and I'm sure they'll stick around. Be happy to stick around for a few minutes and talk to people who have questions. Would that be all right? And let me just mention tomorrow, because it's a little strange. First of all,